Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Moon, and today we're going to continue the Charming Empire Koichiro Sera's part. We're going to be continuing with the last part of episode 2 and then probably on to episode 3. So let's get to it. The flowers in this part of the garden are called Western roses and were brought to this country a few years ago. The shape and the color of these roses are different from the native ones that grew here ages ago. You can't find them out here in the countryside, but they're a popular flower in the capital. That's why he can explain a little bit about them, but he's not an expert. But he recommends talking to the gardener who works here in the mornings if I want to learn more. Afterwards, he invites me to come to the garden again sometime. He definitely doesn't seem used to talking, but I was happy with how hard he tried to explain things to me. It's all thanks to these beautiful flowers, 'cause that's it. I unwittingly reach out my hand to touch them.
Oi, 何をやっているんだ?
Sera shouts angrily and quickly grabs my arm.
まだ触れていないな.
What's wrong? When I look at him in confusion, Sera finally looks up from my hand.
よかった。怪我はないようだな.
He's a little overbearing, I will admit. Sera notices my confusion and explains his reaction before I can ask about it. These kind of roses have stems with big enough thorns on them to seriously injure people. Sure enough, when I check out the stems, I can see their thorns are much bigger than the thorns on native roses. Then why would you have them in a royal garden? You don't have to worry so much. Sera doesn't even hesitate. He's so serious about his job. Oh, whoops. I keep skipping his voiceovers. He's so much nicer than I thought. I feel bad for misunderstanding him and happy that I can finally rely on him. Oh boy, here comes episode 3 now. The sunlight shines gently through the curtains. I lay my tired head on the table on the sleepy afternoon. I just finished my lesson with my tutor. Today was tough. I can't process all that in one day. I reach out my hand to the thornless roses in front of me. Sera asked the gardener for them yesterday, and they were delivered this morning. He kept his promise to get me flowers right away. What a serious guy. The air has cleared since some of our conversation yesterday, but things are still a little awkward. Is this the closest we're going to get it? Calm down, dude. It's only been like 3 days. I suddenly get an idea. Sera, can we walk around the castle?
さっき家庭教師に課題を出されていただろう。先にそれをやっておけ。
Okay then. I agree reluctantly. Not only was the lesson overwhelming, but the tutor gave me a lot of homework too. He said I don't know enough and I have a lot to catch up on if I want to be an educated lady. I just have to do my best. I take a deep breath and hit the books. Teaching some good values in this game. Dude, why are you eating here? While I'm doing my homework, I notice Sera nibbling on a rice ball.
普段はか
That's pretty cute, honestly. Do you just eat a rice ball every day?
そうだが、何か問題があるか?
No, but that's not enough.
腹が膨れれば十分だ。ゆっくり食事をとっているときに、お前が狙われでもしたら困るからな。
How do you get so buff on a rice ball? Bodyguards need food to concentrate, and I'm sure there's other things he'd rather eat. You should eat a normal meal.
食事をしているときは、どんなに気をつけても注意力が散漫になってしまうものだ。そこを拳銃で狙われたら、一発で殺されるぞ。
Dang. The word dead sends a chill down my spine. But Sera's just stating the facts, it's not trying to scare me. Am I the weird one? But I couldn't survive on rice balls for very long. Even if my bodyguard is his job, he doesn't have to be so hard on himself. Do you have a favorite food?
好きな食べ物。そんなものを聞いてどうする?
Sera looks at me suspiciously. I was planning to ask the kitchen to make him what he likes. I hesitate to tell him the truth, but Sera sighs before I can answer.
お前の考えは分かりやすいな。だが、俺は今の食事を変えるつもりはない。
I see. It looks like he saw right through me. There's no point in stalling.
俺のことはいい。それよりも、お前の好きなものは何だ?
He asked me. He's never asked me about myself before. Will he ask the kitchen to serve him my favorite foods?
お前は良くも悪くも
Well,
正
like
直すぎる。
this.
好きなものが目の前に並んだら何も考えずにすぐに食べそうだからな。
To be fair, I think any of us would stuff our face with our favorite foods without a second thought.
何か仕込まれてもいいように俺が気をつけておく必要があるだろう。
So that's why, hey, I'm not a glutton. I'm a proud glutton. Did he just laugh? He quickly goes back to normal, but I swear I saw him smile. I need to find out what his favorite food is. I prioritize thinking about strategies to ask him over doing my homework. She's got her priorities straight. Once I finish reviewing my lesson material, Sarah and I walk aimlessly through the red carpeted hallways. It's fun just looking at all the beautiful landscape paintings and sculptures that line the walls. I can go anywhere in the palace, right? Everything looks so fancy, I'm worried only important people are allowed to walk through here.
ああ、入られて困るような場所には鍵をかけているからな。
I gaze at a decoration in the corner as I walk along. I plan to go back to my room once I'm done with this floor. Oh, I bump into someone again since I'm not paying attention. But this time I'm walking slowly enough to catch myself before falling. I take a step back and see a nervous maid with her hands full of boxes in front of me. She balances the boxes so they don't fall and apologetically lowers her head. She's holding so many boxes that I can't blame her for not noticing I was in the way. I'm very small. It's okay.
注意力が足りないんじゃないか。
Damn. Uh-oh. He steps towards the maid like he did with the guard. Here we go again. But Sarah suddenly reaches toward the maid with a stern face. She only bumped into me. I'm good. I clutch at his sleeve like I did before, but he's strong enough to pull away,
そんなことを言っ
obviously.
ていては舐められる。姫様にぶつかったのだから、ある程度の罰は受けて当然だ。
I don't care about punishments. When I yell at him, he gives me an annoyed look, but nevertheless lets the maid go.
そんな風に物を言うこともできるんだな。まあ、その方が。
Dang. He found that attractive, apparently. Better? For what?
いや、なんでもない。気にしないでくれ。
I guess I should yell more. Take notes, guys. I look at him in confusion, but the maid's shrill voice interrupts my train of thought.
本当に失礼いたしました、姫様。今後は重々気をつけますので、この度はどうかお許しくださいませ。
I'm good.
もったいないお言葉をどうもありがとうございます。
The maid bows profusely and continues down the hall in the opposite direction. I told her it was alright. Ever since I came to the palace, the servants have been strangely distant. I guess it makes sense since I'm the princess. But it's lonely to be treated like this after being around such friendly people in the countryside. On the other hand, Sera doesn't talk much, but he doesn't put me in a pedestal either, so it's easy to be around him. Suddenly, he's become the person I can be myself around the most in these past few 3 days. After seeing the art in the hallways, I decide to go back to my room. When suddenly I tune into some whispering nearby.
それはいいんだが、しかしセラさんが。
Sera? I glance at Sera when I unexpectedly overhear his name. I thought he would be angry someone is talking about him, but he doesn't seem to care. What are they saying about him? I'm curious, but it's awkward since Sera's here and it's not nice to eavesdrop. Listen? Duh. Sera might realize what I'm doing, but I nonchalantly look out the window to hide my real intentions.
セラさんが姫様の護衛についたのは痛いな。とっつきにくい人だが、腕は立つからな。
だからこそ姫様の護衛につくことになったんだろ。
でも今の状態では革命軍が襲ってきた時に心配だよ。
ああ、それにしても確実に追い返すのに誰も殺さないのはすごいよな。
すごいのはまあすごいけど
Oh,
な。
I thought it was gonna be bad stuff, but
い
this
っ
is
そ
really
革命軍なん
nice.
て全滅させてた方が。
That's not too nice. He makes a sound by banging his sword on the wall.
ああ、そうだな。
The guard quickly run away when they hear the sound. I can finally breathe when their footsteps completely fade away. I overheard their conversation, although I'm sure you did as well. When I glance at Sera, he looks right back at me.
なぜ俺の顔を見ているんだ。
Nothing. Nothing at all. I turned my back on him and continued to walk back to my room. It looked like it didn't bother him. My feelings would get hurt if someone said that about me. I don't think they said anything hurtful though, to be honest. I'm glad to learn something about him, but I realize there's still a lot of things I don't know. Even though I've known him for a few days. I'm sure that makes a lot of sense, actually. I glance at him out of the corner of my eye, hoping I can get to know him little by little. I have a question. It's afternoon and I just finished my lesson. For once, Sarah's not in the room with me. So she called him, so he left me alone. 2 guards stand outside my room in his place. It makes more sense for guards to stand outside of my room rather than inside. Except for Sera. It's a little lonely. I look around the empty room. It feels bigger than usual. I guess I got used to having Sera by my side these past few days. When I peer out into the hallway, the 2 guards turn to me.
姫様、どうかなさいましたか?
Oh, there's no problem. Do you have a minute?
はい。何のご用でしょうか?
The guards stand at attention. I don't need anything, I just want to talk.
お話? 姫様が我々と...
Yeah.
ダメではありませんが、姫様が我々のような一介の兵と話すなど、天崎様がお怒りになるのではないかと。
Psh. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. I'd rather be a princess who gets along with her people. The only reason I'm the princess is because my brother's the emperor. I don't have any power myself. Everything's decided for me, so I should at least sometimes be allowed to do what I want. I open the doors with a smile. Come on in.
そういうものでは...
I think that inviting them into my room is a little weird. But on that note, I'm going to stop it here. We're gonna continue it into the next one. I appreciate you watching this. If you have any comments or questions about this series, go ahead and leave them down below. If you want to follow any of my social media, they will also be down below in the description, the golden place for information. If you like this, I'd appreciate if you left a like. If you want more content on reviews, otome games, other games, things like that, sometimes walkthroughs, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really love to have you here with the family. I'll see you in the next one.